Viva pessoal, estou live. Bem, na realidade eu não sei se estou mesmo live, né? Ah, na realidade não sei se estou live, mas vamos tentar. Espero que vocês consigam me ouvir, espero que vocês consigam me ver. Ah, eu estou agora a experimentar um novo software para fazer streaming. Tenho um amigo que não para de me chatear, o Alfredo. Yeah, não para de me chatear para testar o OBS ou OBS Studio. Estou neste momento a testar o OBS Studio para fazer streaming tanto no Facebook quanto no YouTube. Né? Até agora eu acho que está tudo a correr bem e vamos talvez testar dando cá uma olhada. Se vai ser muito, não vai ser tão profissional, mas alright. Eu acho que no Facebook está tudo fixe. No YouTube também. Ou seja, no Facebook parece que está tudo fixe. Não temos ninguém a acompanhar, mas ok, that's alright. E. Bora então o vídeo. Bora ao vídeo, pessoal. Boa noite mais uma vez. Sejam todos bem-vindos ao António Developer, meu canal no YouTube. E vamos continuar então com a nossa saga de contribuição no Flutter, ok? E hoje é um dia especial, estou a vestir aqui o meu uniforme do Flutter, ok? Yeah. Hoje é o dia 2 dos 12 meses contribuindo no... Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to speak English because this series is just English, okay? Oh man, I'm going to have a lot of work. That's the problem of having two different audience, right? So I have two audience. My main audience only speak Portuguese, and the last time I recorded a video was in Portuguese, and it was on Facebook and on YouTube also, I think. And I also have another audience, which is like a broader audience, and they only speak English. That's why I have this confusion sometimes, and there are some videos I publish, I stream in Portuguese, and sometimes I stream in English. So it's very hard to distinguish between those two languages when I'm going to live stream. My this series is like a contribution to Flutter. It's a series that I want to record, or I want to live stream in English, and I completely forgot in the beginning. Sorry guys, sorry if you didn't get anything. But maybe after this I'm going to edit so that you can only be interested in this in the part that we start contributing. Okay guys, so welcome to Antonio Developer, and today is the second day of contributing to Flutter. And today we are going to revise some Flutter internals. Okay, so we are just going to explore how Flutter works under the hood. Not completely, okay, because there's a lot of work. Flutter is a huge project and there are a lot of engineering inside Flutter, and today we are going to revise only the most important ones that I believe are the most important to understand how Flutter works and to start contributing to Flutter. And as I said in the previous video, I already work with the Flutter. By the way, there were a mistake. I said I already contribute to Flutter. No, I don't contribute to Flutter. This is going to be my first time contributing to Flutter. And I only work with Flutter. Yeah, I only work with Flutter, not professionally anymore. Also, maybe not at my current role. In my current role, I don't work with the Flutter directly. I don't work with mobile, anything related to mobile. I'm more backend and stuff. But Flutter is something I like. That's why I want to contribute to Flutter. Yeah, so I already work with the Flutter, so I have some experience working with the Flutter, but I don't have any experience contributing to Flutter, okay? So that's why it's very important to understand the Flutter internals. Like, it's something that I knew, I know something about Flutter because I work with Flutter, right? But it's always important to revise some concepts. and this is what we are going to do today. So this is going to be a short video. It's not meant to be 2 hours or 1 hour and a half video, 1 hour and a half long video, because as I told you, many of things I will be doing, most of the things I will be doing that I feel that are unnecessary to include in the video, I was just doing the backstage, and it's what I did. Like, I study most of the stuff that we are going to talk today. I already studied during the time I didn't record any video. I was revising some concepts, and I was planning to elaborate a PPT, a presentation, and maybe just make like some slideshow, you know, explaining whatever I read during the week. But unfortunately, the time was not my friend at this time, and I couldn't record. I couldn't prepare a slide. But hopefully next time I will try my best and complete a slide. Okay. Without further ado, let's just start the video. I started reading, revising some concepts of Flutter, mainly the Flutter architecture. Okay, so I went through this during the weekend. How Flutter works under the hood, like how is the Flutter architectures, what is like a framework, what is the engine, what is embedder, and all the stuff. Okay, so I'm going to in this video I'm going to explain to you what I have understood. Okay, what I have understood about this. So as you can see here, Flutter is divided, like, okay, this is the overview. So Flutter is divided mainly in 3 parts. Okay, so the first part is the framework, which is the top, and the second part is the engine, and the third part is the last part is the embedder. Okay, so that is one reason they have illustrated this like a stack. Okay, starting from the top to down or down to the top. It's because if we start from the top, the framework is like it's like the front end. Okay, this is what developers sees. Okay, what developers see. This is what developers see when they install a fresh copy of Flutter. They are building the application. They will see the framework. The framework is nothing but a library of Dart classes, right? And use it to build Flutter applications. Okay, yeah. So this includes the material package. This includes also the Cupertino package. The Cupertino and the material, for example, includes all related widgets, all the widgets related to Android material design, and the Cupertino are related to iOS iOS system design. They also have common widgets. They also the framework also includes the rendering, animations, painting, gesture to detect the gesture, like when you tap, you scream. Yeah, and the foundation is also very important because it's like the bridge between the foundation. Yeah, it's like the bridge between the engine and the framework. Okay, yeah, and the engine includes the framework is writing mostly in Dart. Okay, the engine is mostly writing in C and C++, and it includes components like service protocol, composition, platform channels, Dart isolate setup, rendering, system events, Dart runtime management, frame scheduling, asset resolution, frame pipelining, test layout. And the embedder is platform specific. What does it mean? It means that we know that Flutter is used to build applications that will run on web, Android, iOS, desktop like Linux, Macs, or Windows, right? So those are platforms, okay? And for each platform, they have one embedder that will be responsible to bridge the engine with the specific platform. Okay, this embedder will provide all the service that you need, for example, to operate one Windows application, or maybe one iOS application, or even a Android application. And the embedders are writing, I think, for Android is Java, Kotlin, and for iOS, I think it's Objective-C, for Windows, C++, and for Linux, I think it's C, I don't know. Yeah. And yeah, this is the overall Flutter architecture. And we are going to, as I told you last video, we are going to explore only the framework, right? But it's also worth reading about the engine, because most of the stuff that most of the stuff like running an application and stuff actually are only possible because of the engine, okay? And the engine provides all the APIs to the framework, and the framework provides the APIs to build the SDK to build Flutter applications. That's why it's very important to understand the engine, because they are all related, okay? Everything is related. And also there's also some line here that says, okay, the underlying operating system, not this, is the core. See, the core of Flutter is the Flutter engine, which is mostly writing C and supports the primitive necessary to support all Flutter application. It's responsible to do all of this stuff, okay? Service protocol, composition. Composition, we are going to talk about widget composition, which is a concept that Flutter uses a lot. And it also provides the core Flutter API, including graphic test layout, network I/O, data runtime, compile toolchain, and yeah, this is the part I wanted to talk about. It's like the engine is exposed to the Flutter framework through the Dart UI package. Okay, so the pure Dart UI is written in C, but it's like this package is just like one wrap for the C implementation. Okay, and we are going to take a look at this at the code. Yeah. Yeah, typically developers interact with the Flutter through the Flutter framework. This is what I said before, and this also includes like foundational classes, rendering layer, widget layer, material, and component libraries. Yep, it's now I think I hope this is clear. Okay, this part is they are just explaining whatever I have already explained it here. So let's jump to the next part, which is the anatomy of an app. Okay, so guys, sorry for my accent. I'm not in English, not my first language. Okay, yeah, even though I have been speaking English for years, it's always difficult because it's not my first language. But yeah, we are here, and I hope it's clear to you. So this is the anatomy of a Flutter app, and yeah, let's analyze it. Okay, so as we can see in this image, we have 4 layers. When we create one Flutter application using the command flutter create app, this is basically the structure of our application, like what belongs to us, what belongs to the app repository or the app business logic, what is the responsibility of the framework, where does the engine comes into the picture, the embedder and the runner, everything. All of this stuff are included in one Flutter application. They separated responsibility, and it's very important to understand what each of these layer does for your application. So at the top, as always, at the top we have our Dart application. Okay, as you can see here, it's app repo. It's like your business logic, your pages, your custom widgets, everything your business logic that you need for your application is at the top always. And below this we have our framework, okay, which is Flutter, and it includes, for example, all the tools that you need to run, to inspect your application, to like to install a new to install dependencies, to manage the dependencies, everything that you need. It will be provided by the Flutter, which you don't see the code. Okay, you don't need to worry about this code because this code belongs to the framework. And Below these we have the Dart UI, which is a wrapper for the engine. Okay, it's like it provides all the, it's like a bridge between the engine and the framework. Okay, because the engine is writing in C, but the framework is writing in Dart. So that's why they have this Dart UI package, which is responsible to expose an API from the engine to your Flutter framework, so that you can use how the engine capabilities. Okay, yeah. So this is also part of the Flutter repo. It's writing C, C++, and below this we have the Embedded API, which is also platform specific, and we have which is platform specific API, which will, like, for example, when you create a new app, you will see there is a folder for Android, there is a folder for Windows, there is a folder for Linux, there is a folder for iOS, and there is a folder for web. Those are platform specific, and you can also, if you need to something very related to Android, for example, if you want to use plugin that works directly with Android, not with Flutter directly, you have to make change only in Android. And sometimes also when you want to enable permission, for example, you have to go directly to the Android application. In your manifest XML file, you will add your permissions and stuff, and any additional configuration specific to your Android application, you have to place inside the Android folder. Okay, and everything, every configuration related to the iOS, you have to also to place inside the iOS folder, and so on. Okay, so those are platform independent. So yeah, this is an autonomy of the Flutter application. When you create your app, you will see this as a snapshot. And yeah, we see like the Dart app composes widgets to the desired UI, implements the business logic, it's run by you, the framework provides all the APIs that you need to run your application, like the framework, yeah, you need to build your application, like widgets, everything. And the engine is responsible for rasterizing everything that rasterizing rasterizing is like converting frames into an image into frames and vice versa. Okay, yeah. So it's like when you open a new page, this page somehow needs to be displayed on your screen, and to do this they have this engine which is responsible to do all the engineering behind other engineering under the hood, okay, of converting frames into a human readable image, for example. Okay, yeah. So we see it exposes functionalities of the framework uses that UI API and blah blah things that I already say. Okay, yeah. Uh, these are concepts that I think I don't need to talk here, because it's like I just wanted to understand the framework. And the other thing I studied during the weekend is also the, let's see here, let's go to the docs. Okay, we have revised the architecture, and I think it's time to jump into the repository, because it's also very important to understand where where everything is. But let's first take a look at another topic that I read during the weekend, which is inside Flutter. And I think which is the topic. Here inside Flutter. This document describes the inner working of the Flutter toolkit that make Flutter's API possible, because Flutter switches are built using aggressive composition. User interfaces built with Flutter have a larger number of widgets support this workload. Aggressive composability. One of the most distinctive aspects of Flutter is its aggressive composability, widgets are built by composing other widgets, which are these are things that it doesn't worth talking here, because it's a concepts of general concepts of Flutters and stuff, and I don't think it's worth mentioning here. And yeah, so I think let's just jump into the code. Okay, maybe we need this picture and see where everything is. Okay, so we have the framework, and inside the framework we should be able to see the material, the Cupertino, the widgets, rendering, animation, painting, gesture, and foundation libraries. Okay, so let's jump into the source code. And something that I like is always to I need to let me just maybe let me I'm going to update my copy, my local copy. I'm going to update my local copy. I'm not sure there is something new, but it's always a good idea. Okay, there are updates, 83 commits. Alright, so jump to the code again, and yeah, that's done. Let's run it is. Let's run bin flutter pub get. It's going to take a bit longer. Let's close everything, and maybe I think increase. Yeah, so let's explore the repo according to the architecture. So we are here, not device lab dev. Yeah, so this is the repo. So we will see the engine is here, but we are not interested in the engine right now. And yeah, I think it's here in dev. Yeah, so or maybe I think the documentation shows I think where it is, yeah, the framework, they show here source code. So we are going to click, let's see, the path is the packages. Okay, it's inside package. Okay, not dev, it's inside package Flutter. So this is the framework. Yeah, so this is the framework. And if you take a closer look, you will see that a framework is just like a Flutter application. Okay, it's just like a Flutter application. We have our lib folder, we have our pubspec YAML file, okay, where we declare all the dependencies and stuff. And inside our lib, we don't have a main, I think, do we? Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't have a main because it's a library, okay, not an application. Yeah, so inside the source we can see all the libraries are included. Okay, so we also apart from this we also have the test. Okay, we have the test for, I think, for all the package, for all the layers or all the components, for example animations, for Cupertino material, for Cupertino system design, Dart, everything related to Dart, I don't know what, for the examples, also for foundation, gestures, material, painting, physics, rendering, scheduler, semantic, service, everything. We have a test related. And This fixed data. Let's see what's this fixed data. Fixed material. Oh, what it is? For details regarding Flutter fix features, please add new fixes. See, maybe. I see. I think this is the history of all the fixes applied to a specific component. For example, these fixes in this file are for AppBar theme from the material library. So it's like for the version 1 we have the transformations, like we also have the PR, I think. Yeah, see, we have the PR, we have the title, what have been changed, the elements that are, I think, changed, one of if changed, yeah, kind, yeah. I I'm, I want to believe that it's auto-generated. I want to believe it is auto-generated. I'm not sure, but yeah. Material fixes, widget fixes, yeah. Let's skip this for now and let's take a look inside the source code. But I think since it's a library, we have this file here that we just export all the logics to all the classes to the source. Okay, that means all the implementation are inside the source, and we then export this to like out of the library or something like that. It's like the export of React. I think they also have export. I don't know if the name is export or something else, but I think, yeah. So we export this as an API. And let's start with the animation. No, not animation. Let's go back to the okay, let's go back to the material. No, not but let's take a look at more like low level. Okay, low level implementation. We are like, we know it's the foundation, and all the APIs of the engine are exported to the framework through the are exported through where is Dart UI. It's Dart UI. Yeah, Dart UI. So Dart UI is inside here. So let's come. So that means like we have the engine here and the source. I think it's Flutter. Yeah, inside Flutter we have lib, and yeah, we have UI. Okay, that it. Let's see. Source Flutter lib UI. Yeah. So this is not web, UI only. Yeah. So we see here everything that we are going to see here are included here. Okay, service protocol, composition, platform channels, rendering, Dart isolate setup, Dart runtime management, frame scheduling, assets resolution, frame pipelining, test layout. Everything is here. But I think here it's already wrapped into Dart, okay? Because the real implementation was made in C++. Yeah, since the framework speaks Dart, there need a way to translate those from C++ to Dart. So that's why we have this Dart UI as the bridge. So I don't know exactly where to start. Maybe okay, Dart UI Dart. This library exposes the lowest level service that Flutter frameworks use to bootstrap applications such as classes for driving the inputs, graphic test layouts, rendering, and subsystem. Like something that I really want to figure out is how the main function is run, and where is like the run app function implemented? Because in Flutter, when you are inside the main app, the main function, you have to call to invoke the run app, then pass the widget, your main widget. Okay, then the application is going to start. I want to see how this works. I think this is gonna be here. I'm not sure, but let's just take a look. As I can see here, like this library just exposes it's part just exposes everything that's are here, plugins, pointer, yeah, just exports everything that's are here. Mod, yeah, that UIH, this is the header, including all the header, that UI. Maybe the good start would be to search for run app. Platform. We started getting interesting. They have this platform dispatcher. Yeah, so inside the, what is this? Is responsible for creates a down mouse event with the fractional coordinates to avoid triggering access keys technology detection logic. I'm not sure this is really what I want. This is a test. This is a test platform. No, I can't find it. This is main application. This is from dev benchmarks. Or maybe we should avoid run. I don't think it's a void. Let's see. Initialize. Oh, I see. That runner CC. Yeah. This is run application. Okay, this is the part where yeah, let's see. It runs the application for a Dart component. So this means like when we write the run app, this is going to be the function that are going to be called to run the application. It's called, okay, it's used by the runner. Okay, it's, yeah, the runner. You need to pass a runner. You need to pass a platform. I think Footshares is a platform. I think field interface. Oh. Let's see. That component controller, app, move, start, just move, both setup, const, and timeline get micros. If it's success, then call app setup, run test application is when you write. Let's do the binding. This binding might be responsible for binding these, like the actual function, the actual Dart function is here, okay, and it's a global function that we just need to call run. It's part of the binding, it's part of the framework. Yeah, and let's see, it's part of the framework and it's inside the widgets. Okay, that's interesting. And yeah, you need to pass. Let's maybe just read the docs. And flat the given widget and attach it to the view to do update the paragraph below to include the window widget once that exists. The run app method renders the provided app widget into the platform dispatcher implicit view by wrapping it in a view widget, which will bootstrap the rendering tree for the app. Apps that want to control which Flutter view they render into. To control which Flutter view they render into, can use the run widget instead. All right, the widget is giving constraint during the layout that force it to fill the entire view. If you wish to align your widget to one side of the view, the top for example, consider using the align widget. If you wish to center your widget, these are the basics. Yeah, calling run up again will detach the previous root widget from the view and attach the given widget in its place. Your new widget tree is compared against the previous widget tree, and any difference. Okay, so basically for what I have understood so far, when we call the run up method, this is the core, the platform dispatcher, which will be responsible to run the application according to the platform being used. I think so. So this is the method. You pass a widget, then we have a widget binding, which is Flutter binding. This is something I use a lot. Yeah, then we have the run widget. But what is the part that we actually, this is run widget. What is this dispatcher? And how is this related to the, man, there are a lot of logics here. Yeah, for rebuild, back compile it. Oh, it's amazing, bro. That's amazing. Let's maybe try to look for. Let's say the run up method renders the provided app which into the dispatcher. What is the dispatcher user? Okay. Dart UI. Oh, it's inside Dart UI. So we come to Dart UI. I think platform dispatcher. Okay. Yeah. Here. Yep. So signature of callbacks that have no arguments and return no data. Signature for that dispatcher on begin frame. The duration argument is the point at which the current frame interval began. Expressed as a direction sees some epoch. The epoch is all frame. The epoch in all frames will be the same, but it may not match the times epoch. For any two frames A and B, such that the frame number of A is less than the frame number of B, the direction argument for A will be less than or equal the direction of B. Okay, signature for this function. On report, this is fallback. It is on begin frame. Type the suggest signatures rollback on error. We need attention that we need is what we need is where is not this, not the Flutter runner also. I think it's binding. Yeah, it's binding. Run up. Yeah. What we need is the implicit view. Yeah. Reading open source code is hard, mainly a huge project like Flutter. Now the signature of semantic on platform message, platform message, simple platform message, set needs report timings. We are running out of time. Just wrap something here. Maybe implicit view. Yeah, so the implicit view I think is here. Let's the current list of display. If any of the configurations change or metric change will be called to get the display for Flutter view. Use Flutter view display. Platform may limit what information is available to the application with regard to the secondary displays and or displays that don't have an active platform window. Presently on Android and web, this collection we only contain the display that the current Windows is on. This is not what I want. It's just okay. The current list of view includes top level platform windows used by the application. Oh. This is views. Wait, we are inside engine. Yeah, engine. Like inside engine. I don't see the implicit signature for implicit view. I don't see. This is not an easy task, but okay. The most important is understanding that the run app is managed by the engine actually through the Dart UI package, and the Holy code is like inside the here. All code inside, no, not here. All the code is inside the platform dispatcher, which will be responsible to run the application depending on the platform, the specific platform. I just wonder how this works. I want to take a look and see how this works, but I think this is not some easy reading. You can see like most of the pages here have thousands of lines, and it's not easy to go through thousands of lines just to understand this. Yeah, so that's why maybe it's easier to focus on the framework part, not in the engine, because it's very exhaustive reading. Send platform message, it's just things related to metrics. Okay, this dispatch platform message, this metrics also, and let's see. Let's go back to the let's go back to the framework. Okay, let's see where the widgets are and stuff, and we are going to close for today because I'm already running out of time. Yeah, let's come back to the framework. So we have the framework, and the framework is just like a Flutter package. Okay, just a Flutter package that will provide ready to use widgets just like that, and it uses the Dart UI to implement like the heavy task. Okay, yeah, and Dart plugin register notice. Okay, so we have I want to start with the what is service here. What's our service? Okay, for clipboard, this is a widget. Yeah, everything is here is just a widget. Let's see, autofill. Wait, there is some another important point I forgot to mention here. I think I will find not here. I think it's inside the architecture. Yep, this line. I think this is a very important information for anyone trying to contribute into Flutter, so know the map, the whole map. Okay, so it says the widget layers. The widget layer is a composition abstraction. Each render object in the rendering layer has a corresponding class in the widget layer. Okay, so it means that the render layer and the widget layer are strictly related. Okay, they are very related. And if you want to make some change to one object inside the render layer or the widget layer, you also need to take a look at the widget layer. So let's take a look at this. So those are parts of the framework. So we are already in the framework, and we are inside the widget. Yeah, we are at the widget layer. Okay, and it says every component inside the widget layer as a its object inside the widget layer has a corresponding object inside the rendering layer. So I think this is because this is a widget, and the widgets are like things. Some widgets, okay, some widgets might be used to display some information on the screen or something, and somehow we need to render it to the screen. Okay, I think that's why, because they have because the widget definition itself is not something dealing with the rendering logic. That's why it's separated. I think so. I want to believe this was the design decision. So for example, let's see the app widget. So it should have, the app widget should have a corresponding rendering object inside the rendering layer. Let's see app. No, app doesn't have. App doesn't have. Box does. Let's see. Widgets. Not even box. Did I get it wrong? Okay, let's see again. The widget layer, okay, is a composition of abstraction. Each rendering object in the rendering layer has a corresponding class in the widget layer. In addition, the widget layer allows to define combination of classes that you can reuse. This layer to which the reactive programming mode is introduced. Am I getting the right widget preview? Not widget preview, it's a widget only. Let's maybe I think it should be here only. It's widget rendering. No, I think I'm confusing stuffs here, because I can see they are both different things. Widgets are just widgets, and the rendering, I think, is like things like stack, sliver, selections, the wait. List is also part of the layer. The flow, the flex, widget, they are widgets, but they are part of the rendering layer. I think this is what I mean. Okay, I see to wrap this video, we are going to try to implement one property in one widget and see if it really works. Okay, so let's find a widget that we can modify and use it. I think the easiest one is a text. Okay, let's maybe find the text widget. Where is it? Define it. Yeah, so we have the text here. So let me close maybe. Oh, I closed it Flutter. Okay, so let's open only the text widget. Let's understand this. The text style we already know. We are not going to change the text style. Wait, maybe we can add default text style. What can we add this just to test? Hate behavior, no max line. Maybe okay, I have one idea. We know like the text is just an example. Okay, let's just open one example here, some random example. I think hello world. Yeah, let's just open the hello world example, and I want to do something for this text. Okay, I want to pass a new property here that will determine the length of the text, the allowed length of the text. It's gonna be like maximum. Okay, for example, if I write like a max char to 8, for example, this shouldn't like this. I think we have 13 chars here, and this will be it will display only up to 8 chars. Okay, for example, hello, it has 5, 6, this empty space 7, and the W8. Okay, so let's just implement this, but give me just a minute. We are going to wrap with this, and I'm just coming. Yeah, so I'm back, and let's try to implement this inside the text. So this is not going to be part of the text line, text style. This is going to be part of the text widget itself. So let's find the text definition. It should be somewhere here. Okay, but it's important also to understand the bug profile, the bug field properties. Okay, not of our business. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the widget text. Yeah, this one. Okay, what we want to pass a new what is only text? It ends here. Wait, I have a text to reach. Okay, these are methods. Inside the not build, it's here. So first we need to define it. Let me just make sure it's going to the right constructor or inside the right definition. Oh, that's reach. And this one doesn't have, for example, let's say this dot. Okay, let's see where it is define it. Nope. Maybe let's just pass this dot max char. Max char doesn't exist. It's not correct. Oh, okay. It's what is the constructor? What is the real definition? Test overflow. This belongs to reach. Yeah, this constructor. I see. Doesn't really belong to the constructor. It belongs to have only so final. That's right here. Final and int. Yeah, it's going to be optional. Okay. Wait, this is showing error. The final was already specified. My UI, my IDE might be slow. Okay, yeah, it's not an error. So we have max char now, and inside the actual test we should just call the trim. Okay, let's see. We have build. We should do implement this logic inside the build. Okay, that's fine. Media carrier bold test of context. No. Investigate ways different can automatically apply media. No. Text span. No. I see. It is actually the we want to limit the, oh see, we also have to pass this here, this dot max char. No, it's optional. It shouldn't really matter. Yeah. Also now must be okay. Must be initialized. Okay. We have to pass. VS Code is very slow. Yeah, the error is gone. Yeah, and we have added there and data. Okay, now we are interested. We want to trim the data up to the max char. Okay, so where is the data actually used inside the build? Here. Text span is using data. Where else? Okay, it's the bug profile. Okay, so it's here. But before we do this, we We can also add a fallback. For example, if the user doesn't pass the max char, we want to make sure that there will be a value, for example 0. No, not 0, it's going to be the length of the data, like just place the data as it is. Like let's check, or maybe let's not add let's just do something very trivial. Okay, it's like max char different null, yeah, something like that. Max char is different null and the data is not null, and data length is greater than the max char, then we are going to substring. Otherwise we just show the data. Yeah, so now if we come to the hello world, no, see, it's not showing the error anymore because it's not showing error anymore because we have defined this. And if we come to the final, that like the field that we have added, I think if we add a comment, like 3 comments, an optional maximum number of characters to display from the given text. Let's see if the comment also come here. Yeah, see, an optional maximum number of characters to display from the given text. Now let's see if this works. If it's like the total length is 13, I think, and it should just show the text up to W. Okay, let's see if it works. Now let's run our I need to connect maybe web. Let's web start Chrome. Yeah, and now we have to do something like flutter run. Oh, it should be inside the folder. Okay, so we will do this. We go to examples, hello world, I think, ls, right? So now we need to use the full path. I don't think it's here, and the full path I think it's gonna be something like dev open source. No, it won't work, so let's just copy but something like that. Oh yeah, say home and run. Let's see if it is our first change in the Flutter framework. Another thing we can do maybe is running tests. Okay, for example, we can add a new test for the changes that we have made, but we need to find the existing test text, I think test, yeah, something like that, inside the widgets. Yeah, I think here is where the text is defined, and we can just add here. It's going to be text widget. Yeah, it's going to be text widget. Wait, let's just run 2. This laptop is slow. No, I want to test. The name should be, let's just name something like should stream or stream data if max char is not null. And we open our test here. Tester, pump, widget, directional, max char 8. Something like that. Now let's run this test. Just to run tests is taking a lot of time. Okay, let's see if it works. It's a blank page. Is there an arrow? It's just a blank page. Let's see what the test says. It shouldn't be a blank page. Sorry. Let's maybe take a look at the console, the bug. Yeah, no, it's not, but it's not working. It's still showing hello world. It's showing show hello world. The test did not record any output. Sign 5, and let's go. Maybe let's check inside max char text span. Yeah, we are using like not. I don't want this. It's when only we use text span. It's just for data here. It's where we just use the data. The result, no. Nope, not there. Rich text. Effective text span. It's passing the effective text span. Effective text span. Well, I think it's only here. Maybe let's do some tests. Let's hard code this to something. And then now all the text is in our framework should show only this. Let's see if this works. Wait, stop it with an arrow. No, it's working. Loading switches. Okay, where is the terminal? Here. Okay, let's rerun. Hot reload. This laptop doesn't help, really. Yeah, see, we got it. Something. It will always show something. So we should only change here. And okay, let's do something. Substring from max char, and we already know that this is not going to be null. So plus we don't want to know if I don't really want to know if the data length is going to be greater than the max char, because I think that's the way, by the way, the logic, the error was there. Let's just do something like this. Yeah, if it's not null, then whatever is, oh, but wait, if the max length, yeah, we don't want to know, if it's not, it will just stream whatever has he will understand. We just reload now. So whatever it's just well, okay, it is just doing, if max char is not null, then we are going to substring. Okay, otherwise we are just going to use the data just like that. Okay, did we pass anything inside? Max char is 5, so it's showing. That's interesting. So let's do one more test. Let's maybe substring this directly without any logic. Wait. Let's just substring this. There are a lot of errors. Or maybe max char is always is not no, but it should show some error. Let's see. Wait, I forgot to to update the page. I think it is going to work now. No, it didn't. Let's hard code 5 streaming from 0 to 5 and see. Maybe this is, maybe let's maybe go to the callbacks, for example. Callbacks is somewhere. Text span, max char there. And, but yes, this is the bug. Wrap style max lines. This is default text styling. Not what we want, but let's see. Yeah, now it's working. See, now it's trimming the text, showing only hello, which is composed of the first 5 chars. It's working, but I think we are not passing the max char property correctly. Okay, so it's not going through. It's not going through. That's why I want to inspect this. Why this is not going through? Wait a minute. No, it's text. We are many all this. Okay, this is text. Sorry. Yeah, it should be here. Test. That's fine. Max line. Max char. Yeah. Test max char star. Then what is the default text style? Max char. Text. Still correct. But this max lines. Okay, no, this is not part of the data equal to null. Should be text only. Okay, if this is null but there is an ambient default text style that's specified in implicit number of its, then the value will be take precedence. You can use rich text widget directly to entirely override. The brain semantics of these widgets will contain this value of this. Alright, let's take a look at the default text style. It's there, the function style of the context, text style, effective text style. If style is null and style is not entered, Medicare bold test of merge, what you want, and text span. Let's see what this text span does here. Effective text span or overriding text style OTLs. Okay. I saw one more thing about this text span. Yeah. One more thing about this text span. Effective text span. It's one, two. Oh, okay. There is no end condition. No, it shouldn't make any sense. because we trim it here and it was working, so we are not just passing the right. Okay, maybe I have to register it somewhere. Let's see. We have to register it somewhere. Test behavior, no. What is this? The bug. Okay. Declare default style. Use the most specific diagnostic property existing so bookers to describe each property instead of. Maybe use the default value anytime. I see many of the properties are added here, so maybe we have to add the property here also. I don't know. I'm not sure, but worth trying. And plus there's also, we have to define maybe here wrap. What is this wrap? Max line, so let's maybe max char. This is defined. I think yeah, it is. No, it's not defined here. You see. Yeah, it's not defined here, so maybe we also have to define here. Just an assumption, I'm not sure. And max char. Just my laptop is slow. Yeah, it's a way to showing this. Yes, max char move. Max char. Oh, this is default text style, and it doesn't really matter to us. Doesn't really matter for. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Nope. Maybe it does, but I don't think it does. It's something different. And I see like this builder is for, yeah, default text style. Max lines. Yeah, this is also for default text style. And this debug profile is also for test style, so it doesn't really matter to us. For us, so no widget beyond Flutter. No. So contributing to Flutter is not something that is easier. As you can see, you have to go through all these, and you just need a good understanding of the repository itself, you know. And I think here I'm just rushing because I need to go sleep. But let's see. Not to wrap. Just one text. Dart text max line 1. How are you? Text overflow. Text overflow fade. So the text is here. We have the text max char. Inside the reach text.reach. Okay, let's try something. Let's maybe call this reach here also. But reach we have to pass text span, I think. Yeah, I see. I think this is going to work because we have let's see if this works. I think text span waits a text and children are also, wait, let's see what's this error. Oh, too many positional arguments but found one. What does it mean? Really? Really, we passed the test. Let's go back. Text span. Are we talking about span or rather than style span with tills? This is the only thing that we are changing. Maybe let's just wait. Else, no way. Okay. Just debugging, you know. I don't think we have to do something with this. Just debugging. Man, I have lots of data. This will be null if data is provided in line test. This will be null if a text span is provided. So we don't need text span, I think. Let's just remove it. It's not. I just want a simple text. Okay, maybe adding the bug to understand. This is gonna be max char, different null. It's not null, then it's going to be minimum of max char. I don't want this. I want okay, I was thinking about this. This is unnecessary. I'm sorry, I'll check. All right, I have one idea. Let's try maybe do something like let's try do something like data max char and see what's really, if it's really going through. Okay, let's now reload. But the thing is, you see, if the text span is used, the data is going to be null. That's what I read here. Wait, where is data? Yeah, this will be null if a text span is provided. Instead, but this is enriched text. I just want a normal text. Normal text, nothing is there. See, it's null. That's why it was not working. It's because numchar is not going through. It's null. That means we have to pass it somewhere in the constructor. Let's just find which one. So I have one idea for this. Let's maybe try to see whenever overflow 70 times. It's there. Okay. Okay, maybe text align or text direction. Text align maybe. Okay, it's already, it has only 4 reference. Okay, this one has 25 reference, and this is the first one, and the second one. Max char is also there. Okay, max char is also, yeah, max char is also here. It's comment, text direction. Yeah. What is this? Final test widget minus region test online selectable text container. What's a selectable text container? Do we need? That's just when we want to select it. I don't think this is important. But okay, let's maybe pass it here. Now we have to change this. This idea doesn't help. It's not helping. Yeah, so let's pass this here. This dot max char. We can pass final int here. Final int max char, and use it where rich text. Yeah, it can be also here max char. What else? God damn, it's just rich text. I don't want to know about rich text. This is selection. This is not really what we want. But I think we have declared it everywhere. That's semantics, not really important for whatever we are changing. Here maybe it's important to add max char. Okay, it's defined. Okay, not defined inside the rich text. Man, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Maybe let's just do something. Let's just ask Copilot to do that for us. We just a minor change, okay? Okay, maybe let's write. It was hello world. Told you fix the file of interest are, I think, just pass text here. Yeah, just a minor change. Something we have to take a look, like without rush. Start MCP. I know I'm missing somewhere because we know the data is like it's passed null. So if it's passing null, it means we are not declaring it somewhere. Okay, we are not passing it somewhere at the top. Okay, I just can't find it. Yeah, same. It's not passed down to rich text and selectable content. Show the I'll add a short to do then patch to stop appending max. Okay, and I'll patch that to use data not for the text span. That's right. Do you think? Do you think? I'll use the actual data. Mm, mm, mm. figure out where the max char should be passed so that it's not null when it is defined or assigned a value. Makes no mistake. I forgot this line. Okay. I expected test around max shell parameters is to find where no know value is being forwarded. Blah 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 blah. Do your job. This is going to be a lot of work for sure. Yeah, this code base is huge. It's huge. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time. But let's leave the copilot try his best. I will max argument to the nostal table research call also forward correctly. Okay. Generating patch doesn't need okay. For the max share to the non-select. Okay. That makes sense actually. That makes sense. Where did you edit that? Non-select table. It's like we have to reach text. One is selectable and the other one isn't. So we have passed max char to the one that is selectable but not to the one that is not selectable. So it has changed this, and let's see if now this works. So max char is honoring both code paths. Would you like me to run the test now? I don't want you to run the test. I will do that myself. But let's do something here. Maybe let's keep this. Okay, now let's try again our test data and max char, not substring. By the way, there is one error, minor error here, and we see max char is not defined inside the rich text. Man. Okay, this max char. Okay, final int max char. Why should we use now inside the view here? Max char. I see. We see this render paragraph. Let's ask, what about so this render paragraph is like it's slow. Okay. Render creates a paragraph render object. It shows displays the paragraph of a text. I think this is hit. Let's see. Let's try to pass it here. Int max char. I'm not sure. I'm not sure so, but let's see. Let's add a final int max char. Also something like wait, does it's not no, it must be greater than 0. Max line. Okay, yeah, yeah. Max char. What else? What else? Text pointer. It's just text that we want. No, I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it. Let's come back. I don't think this is a small change, to be honest. Still, we are still missing something here. Let's see. Nope, still no. No, I don't think this is something that we can just change. I need to really go through all of these, and yeah, I need to go through to understand how the text only work. It's not just adding and plug and play. Trying again after fixing the above error. There's one error. Maxia is not initialized. Try to initialize the field declaration in all declaration or in every constructor. What is this line? Paragraph. It's initialized. So this is wrong. Let's see. Interesting. Says the flow is text, rich text, random paragraph. So that's maybe something we were missing. Uh, wants me to run the test that much. Checks the trimming. Let's say yes. Why do we? By the way, we still have the error, I think. While we check, update. That's curious. I didn't know changing one parameter should take all these. God damn it. Still no. And we still have errors. I don't think that's the right overflow. Oh, uh, the right flow. Text, rich text, render paragraph. No, nope, nope, nope. I think this is something I need to take a look very carefully. So maybe it's getting too late, guys. I will continue the video tomorrow at the same time, and I won't touch this because I won't have time during the day to work on this. So maybe this is a topic for tomorrow. We are going to try start our own modification, and we are going to figure out this tomorrow. I don't like to leave unfinished tasks, but yeah, let's. It's getting too late actually. Yeah, so let's do this tomorrow, and I hope you are enjoying the video. See ya. And let's see.